Alrighty, got another Funko Pop review for you guys. As you can see, we're going to take a look at some Star Wars Pops this time. These are the Clone Trooper and Greedo. Now, these Pops have, my understanding, has been retired, or I think they're calling it vaulted now. But Funko is bringing back the Star Wars Pops that they have vaulted. Now, I found these two at my local Barnes & Noble this morning. I actually picked up my first Star Wars Pops a couple months ago, and honestly, I haven't even opened them up yet. I've sort of avoided the Star Wars Pops for a while, but I saw these and something just told me grab them, so I did. As I sort of spin the boxes around while I'm talking. They had, this is the only Greedo they had, and they had two Clone Troopers, I think. The other one's box was a little beat up a bit. So I grabbed these guys. Now, the boxes, I believe, are the only thing that have changed between these and the original release. As you can see, they've got the gray and the black down here on the names, and the black up here on the Star borders, instead of the standard blue, I think it is, that is on the Star Wars Pops. But anyways, Greedo is number 7, and the Clone Trooper is number 21. And here's the side of their boxes. That nice Funko artwork. Now the back, I'm assuming these are all vaulted Star Wars Pops. I know Han Solo is, I know Jedi Luke is, who's coming out again. I know Slave Leia is, who's also coming out again. So I'm assuming these are all vaulted. And I'm guessing we'll probably see them all again at some point. I know I have the Jedi Knight Luke on pre-order. I might just have to go ahead and pre-order Slave Leia as well. Because I think these two Pops right here are going to sort of turn me on to the Star Wars Pops. But I haven't opened them yet. We will find out. So, real quick, as I bump the camera, there's the top of the boxes, as I always do. We'll pull these guys out and take a closer look at Clone Trooper and Greedo. Alrighty, here we have the Clone Trooper and Greedo out of their boxes, and my first impressions are I really enjoy these guys. I do think I'm going to be picking up more Star Wars Pops here in the future. But let's take a look at the Clone Trooper first. Love the sculpting on him. The detail is fantastic. The paint job is not perfect. He's got some issues in some spots. And we'll look at those in just a second, but I love the armor, I love the helmet. These are bobbleheads like the Marvel Pops. The blaster looks great in his hand. All the detailing here in the belt and the chest, the arms, just fantastic. Around to the side of the helmet looks fantastic as well. There's the back. Very nice looking Pop. Now, as you can see, I don't know if you can see, there's some paint issues. There's a little black spot here, a little white, no, a little dirt that came off. But that little black spot is definitely not coming off. Then here on the side, we got some blue here where there shouldn't be. So that's a little frustrating, but not the end of the world. Not the end of the world at all. And if you've been trying to find this Pop since it's been vaulted, certainly shouldn't keep you from picking him up, that's for sure. Very cool. Now, the Star Wars Pops do come with the base, which I actually really like. I think that looks pretty cool. The only thing I can see being an issue with the base is maybe space. Might be a little, tough to get a whole lot of them displayed in one area. I don't know. I don't have a lot of them yet. But I will, unless space is an issue, I will probably leave the bases there. But you can take them off. They just peg on. You get a little couple pegs there and holes on the bottom. So, very cool. Really, really dig the Clone Trooper. Now, Greedo, let's take a look at him. He is really cool. I love the details in this Pop. I love the texture in his skin up here. I don't know if you call those scales or what, but it looks fantastic. His antenna, his nose or his snout, his ears look great. He's got a little blaster in his hand. His outfit, awesome. Very, very cool. Nice silver belt. Very well done. The fingers are very cool. I mean, just a really neat looking Pop. Love this too. I don't even know if I realized that this was part of Greedo's head. I don't know if I've ever actually seen that myself. That's cool. No real paint issues on Greedo. which is probably a little easier to hide because he's not all white too, honestly. Very nice striping there on the jacket and the pants. A very slick looking pop. Definitely cool. Definitely worth picking up if you're a Star Wars fan. I dig these pops. They're cool. Again, I found them at my local Barnes & Noble. I don't know how widely they'll be out, because I know I've seen posts saying they're being released in limited numbers and so forth, but really, I mean, how many pops are actually released in limited numbers these days? I don't know. So hopefully you guys can get your hands on them if you've been looking for them now. They are out there. So hope you guys have enjoyed this quick little review of a couple of Star Wars pops. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya.